Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel 1971 War Book series. Today we are going to talk to Lieutenant General Prakash Chaudhury, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, who was the adjutant of the 7th Battalion of the Rajputana Rifles and captain during the 1971 war. This battalion was actually deployed on the Eastern Front on the Bangladesh side from the Tripura side to take part in the liberation of Bangladesh. This is the first part of our video with Lieutenant General Prakash Chaudhury, and in this video we are going to learn the roots of this battalion, his own history with the battalion, being involved in counter-insurgency operations in Mizoram and then being deployed close to Tripura, being heavily involved in training the Mukti Bahini and taking part in two border outpost actions against the Pakistani forces at Latitila BOP and at the very famous Battle of Dhalai, the Dhalai border outpost. The 7th Battalion of the Rajputana Rifles had been involved in the action way before the official declaration of war between India and Pakistan, and this Dhalai operations in the first part of this video was conducted in the first day of November, 1st of November 1971. So to know more about these entire actions, let's welcome Lieutenant General Prakash Chaudhury to speak about the exceptional contributions of the 7th Battalion of the Rajputana Rifles in the Bangladesh Liberation War.
Perfect, sir.
You got so many war pictures behind you. It looks like the entire war is behind you.
Yes, sir. Only Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is being hidden, I guess.
Okay.
First of all, sir, thank you for joining this program today, General Prakash Chaudhury. And I would like to know at first, before we go into the 1971 war, about how you were commissioned into the 7th Battalion of the Rajputana Rifles. If you could go with it in a brief description, sir.
You see, I had no idea about the Rajputana Rifles.
Okay.
It was due to the influence of one of my friends who was with me training, Tokram Sangwan. And when I saw him by training with us, he always used to do, he could do things, in rain, he could do things when in difficulties.
Okay.
And that time I realized that when I asked him that he said he's from the Rajputana Rifles, I decided to join the Rajputana Rifles.
Okay.
And I joined the 7th Battalion, the Rajputana Rifles.
Before the 1971 war, if you could talk about the initial postings of yours and your battalion and what were your roles in brief before the war started, sir.
Okay, in short, I'll say I joined the battalion at Nasirabad. From Nasirabad, our battalion moved to Sikkim.
Okay.
We were in Sikkim for about a year plus. And from Sikkim, our battalion was moved to Mizoram.
Okay.
A place known as Kolasep.
Kolasep. Okay.
Now, with just about 1.5 year service, I was made the adjutant of the battalion.
Okay, captain.
I was made the adjutant of the battalion by the CO. And thereafter I remained the adjutant of the battalion till I remained in that battalion.
Okay. So this was, I think, 1970, right, sir? When you were...
Yes, he made me adjutant in the end of 1970. And thereafter I was the adjutant all through.
Okay. Now coming to the 25th of March, Operation Searchlight, which happened in East Pakistan, and you and your battalion being very close to the border with East Pakistan at that time. What was your and the entire reaction of your people in that area, sir, after hearing about the refugee crisis in the border states, and I would say the grave humanitarian crisis unfolding due to the Pakistani army's atrocities? If you could talk in a brief, sir.
You see, when we were in Mizoram, we did not have much of an idea about what is happening in East Pakistan.
Okay.
However, our CEO used to brief us about the atrocities being carried out
Mm-hmm.
and the situation deteriorating by the day.
Okay.
It was in this situation
Mm-hmm.
that uh, we were to undertake an operation
Mm-hmm.
uh, in the last week of April.
Okay.
However, that operation was called off,
Mm-hmm.
and thereafter
Mm-hmm.
we mostly remained on the East Pakistan border. There are areas of Masimpur, Karimganj,
Mm-hmm. Assam.
Agartala, Agartala also,
Mm-hmm.
Vishalgarh,
Mm-hmm.
and those areas we mostly remained throughout the year, except once when we moved out to the jungles
Mm-hmm.
to train the Mukti Bahini.
Okay. So now before going to this training of Mukti Bahini, sir, I would like to have the orbit of your battalion. Who were the officers and the primary members who commanded the battalion in their respective ways?
The commanding officer of the battalion was Colonel S. Davison.
Okay.
Colonel S. Davison was an extraordinarily intelligent officer,
Mm-hmm.
and he always had a very different and very, should I say, uh, out of the box thinking of ideas.
Okay.
And I was his adjutant. Even I used to find difficult at times to understand him.
Acha, acha.
Our twice he was Major Avtar Singh,
After Singh. Okay.
a very dynamic officer.
Mm-hmm.
Major Avtar Singh and Colonel Davison,
Mm-hmm.
both were from 6 Raj Rif. And both of them had come to 7th.
Mm-hmm.
He as the commanding officer, and later Major Avtar had joined as the twice.
Okay.
Uh, Major Avtar was also quite a dynamic officer
Mm-hmm.
as the twice.
Okay. And the company commanders, the IOs, sir?
Okay. The company commanders initially, when the actually the operation started, that is sometime in November, we had to carry out certain operations. Alpha Company was commanded initially by Captain J.P. Misra
Okay.
and later on taken over by Colonel Shyam Singh, that time Major Shyam Singh.
Mm-hmm.
I will use the ranks now of only during those time, what were the ranks held by the officers at that time.
Okay, sir.
So Major Shyam Singh took over from J.P. Misra,
Mm-hmm.
Alpha Company. Bravo was Major S.C. Sharma. Charlie was with Major Keval Singh,
Mm-hmm.
and Delta Company was with Major Kamal Singh.
Okay.
And Sport Company was commanded by Major Punya.
Okay.
These were the main people. I was the adjutant,
Mm-hmm.
and H.S. Pawar
Mm-hmm.
was the IO, intelligence officer of the battalion,
Okay.
lieutenant, second lieutenant.
Now, sir, coming down to the Mukti Bahini training, um, if you could talk a bit about how the training was carried out, what did you see, and the spirit of the men, and a few locations where these camps were there, where your battalion took part in training them, sir.
You know, when we were in Karimganj, that area, we saw a lot of refugees coming from East Pakistan.
Okay.
They were in a very bad and pathetic stage.
Mm-hmm.
And families after families were pouring in. And we felt extremely sorry to see their pathetic state.
Okay.
It is in this light that when we trained the Mukti Bahini boys, and Mukti Bahini, I would say, these boys were young boys,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the officers of erstwhile Pakistan Army,
Mm-hmm.
that was the East Bengal Rifles and others,
Mm-hmm.
they had also defected, and they were also helping to train these boys.
Okay.
Now when these boys were trained, they were highly motivated because they had suffered so much.
Mm-hmm.
on the brutalities of the Pakistan army,
Mm-hmm.
that these boys, in fact, whenever they used to sing the Joy Bangla song,
Mm-hmm.
tears used to flow down their eyes.
Mm.
And throughout the war, I found there are a lot of help, and certainly they have played a very important role throughout the operations in the success of the Indian Army.
Right, sir. I think regarding giving intelligence about the Pakistani forces in East Pakistan, then hit and run raids, of course.
Yeah, as I said, that they contributed to the operational success in many ways.
Okay.
In many ways,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say that their participation and their assistance to us was magnificent.
Understood. Now coming to the, I would say, infamous Battle of Dhalai, where your battalion took part in the operations. I have read your book as well. If you could talk a bit about that battle itself. I think one company of the 30 Frontier Force of the Pakistani Army was present there. So, and a few attacks of the Mukti Bahini and Indian Army also failed. So then your battalion was called in and they had large casualties. If you could talk about that part, sir.
Uh, Actually, initially we had carried out an operation on Paklati
Bakalati.
that was in sometime in June,
Mm-hmm.
and there we had captured the objective.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Charlie Company under Major Cable.
Mm-hmm.
So we had captured that, and now when the month of November came, then a post known as Dhalai. Initially, that post which we captured was Lati Tila,
Nati Tila.
and now in November, first November, we were told to capture Dhalai. Now Dhalai was about 60 kilometers away from where we were
Mm-hmm.
camped. The background to this battle is that Dhalai was a area of tea gardens
Mm-hmm.
with little raised grounds, and it was about 1 kilometer from Kamalpur.
Okay.
And it was a very strategic position of the Pakistan Army,
Mm-hmm.
including inside the Indian territory. Therefore, its strategic magnificence was quite a lot.
Okay.
Now, initially, the Mukti Bahini and the uh, East Bengal Rifles Battalion attacked the Manamati Ridge. Sorry, attacked the Dhalai post.
Okay.
Now, both these, that is the Mukti Bahini as well as the East Bengal Rifles, suffered very heavy casualties.
Hmm.
When these attacks took place, we later learned that this was actually occupied by some Razakars and one company of the regular force.
Okay.
However, when the attack by the Razakars and East Bengal Rifles, another company was inducted
Mm-hmm.
by the Pakistan Army. So, after the failure of the East Bengal Rifles and the Mukti Bahini attack, second Jat was pressed into the attack.
Two Jat, second Jat regiment.
Second Jat was pressed into the attack, commanded by Colonel Dalal.
Colonel Dalal. Lieutenant Colonel.
Now, this battalion had just come from City Ops directly. They had just been brought from the counter-terrorist operations and launched on Dhalai.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they met with very stiff resistance because by now there are two companies of the Pakistani were there with Razakars and others and proper automatic weapons and artillery fire.
Mm-hmm.
So even second Jat was pushed back with a lot of casualties.
Mm-hmm.
Now when this happened, the situation became very grim. And During this time, even our brigade commander, Brigadier SDS Yadav, also was injured.
Okay.
As he went up with the Jats attack to see what is the progress,
Hmm.
he also got injured.
Okay.
Having said that, we had sent, then immediately we had sent a 2IC with one company of JP Misra
Hmm.
to go and evacuate the brigade commander.
Okay.
But unfortunately, even Major Avatar was injured. Though one of his legs was more or less to be amputed, but his willpower is so strong
Hmm.
that he managed to retain it, and he's doing well now.
Okay.
Now, when this happened,
Hmm.
then our battalion was asked to attack Dhalai. Now, brigade was taken over by Brigadier Tom Pandey. So, he gave the orders to the CO, Colonel Davison, to capture Dhalai port.
Okay.
And he was in a great hurry, and he wanted the attack to be launched in daytime itself. So Brigadier Tom Ponte said he wants the battalion to attack in daytime itself because the corps commander was very keen that the objective be captured as soon as possible.
Okay.
However, Colonel Davison was very sure that attacking in daytime will be a suicidal attack, and two major attacks had already been repulsed
Hmm.
with a lot of casualties, and both those attacks were put in daytime. Therefore, Colonel Davison decided that we would put the attack only at night.
Okay.
However, he told the brigade commander that he will carry out the recce and other things, and he will try to attack as soon as possible.
Hmm.
In the process, he took sufficient time. We carried out a detailed recce. Now, this area of Dhalai is actually tea gardens.
Tea garden. Right.
Tea gardens, and with a factory and couple of houses and other things inside, and in a bit of a hillock.
Okay.
So, but these tea gardens for last 1 year had not been maintained.
Hmm.
So it had become a very, very unruly type of growth all over the area.
Okay.
So to that extent, it was of great help to us in carrying out our recce.
Acha, acha, acha.
So we could carry out a recce from different directions
Hmm.
and then plan to attack the place. Well, Davison made the plan in such a way, and then the attack was launched at about 1700 hours.
Okay.
So that is about in east 1700 hours in December became dark.
Hmm.
So it was fairly dark, and that is the time we attacked.
Dhalai post.
Alpha Company, Bravo Company, Charlie and Delta. As of now, Alpha was being commanded by JP Misra,
Captain Miss. Okay.
Captain JP Misra, Bravo by Sharma, Charlie by Major Keval Singh, and Delta by Major Kamal Singh.
Okay.
So, Colonel Davison made a plan wherein he sent Bravo Company from the right direction in a faint attack.
Okay.
It was a faint attack. So the Pakistan army completely got biased on this faint attack,
Okay.
their defenses. And then he launched two companies,
Hmm.
Charlie and Delta, with Major Keval and Major Kamal from the left side. So when they attacked, the enemy was completely taken by surprise.
Acha.
I was completely taken by surprise, and then our troops charged and captured Dhalai by first light of second. That's how Battle of Dhalai was there.
This was in which date again, sir?
Eh?
This was in which date again? Date.
Day,
Day.
2nd November,
2nd November 1970.
uh,
Okay.
we captured Dhalai. That though Dhalai was captured, but unfortunately for us, on second morning after capturing it, Colonel Davison was injured in the ammunition,
Okay.
and the artillery OP who was with him actually got killed. He was Major Khatri.
Khatri.
So presently the situation of the battalion was, Sio was injured and evacuated, Twice was injured, and now the battalion had captured Dhalai. Therefore, Major Punya was SP company commander, became the officiating commanding officer of the battalion.
Okay.
This is the situation on 2nd November after the Battle of Dhalai.
Okay. So 2 officers injured, rest are there.
Yes, the main actually CO and Twice both got injured.
Okay.
And for any battalion, or getting these 2 people injured simultaneously is a very big blow during wartime.
It's a disaster.
A very big blow during wartime.
So I hope you liked the first part of our video from the 25th of March, preparing for the war, to the training of the Mukti Bahini, to the Battle of Dhalai, how the 7th Rajputana Rifles had taken part in this battle, explained exceptionally by Lieutenant General Prakash Chaudhury. In the second part of our video, the official entry of the 7 Rajputana Rifles into East Pakistan will commence. So stay tuned and thank you so much for listening.